It is the end of an era. One of the longest running Irish restaurants is closing its doors.
Yeah, Pix 11's Eileen LaPalmer has more on this piece of New York City history.
Well, yeah, Neary's has been here on 57th Street for 57 years. Inside, there's photos on the wall of famous people who have had a drink here. But this is really an immigrant story. The owner coming from Ireland with little money and living this dream. But now his family has sold the business.
Sad. Very sad.
Liz Farrelly choked back tears talking about Neary's restaurant, which opened on St. Patrick's Day 57 years ago on 57th Street. She has worked there since it opened in 1967, a place where everyday New Yorkers, as well as the Irish elite, could be served up a meal or a pint reminiscent of the homeland. The walls show just a piece of its history, with visits from President Bill Clinton, Mayor Bloomberg, and members of the Kennedy family. But for Farrelly, it's never been about work. It's her second home.
It was a wonderful place to work. Wonderful, wonderful. I met so many wonderful people, famous people and all that.
Neary's is closing for good on Friday night. The Neary family saying the time is right and they're at peace with it. The building and business on East 57th Street sold to a new restaurateur. The restaurant opened by the late Jimmy Neary in 1967, not long after he immigrated from Ireland.
It's the end of an era, and certainly the end of a legend. Jimmy Neary was a marvellous, marvellous man. Came from Ireland, no education, no formal education, with very little money in his pocket, and ended up buying a building and being one of our most successful restaurateurs in New York City.
And Jimmy Neary passed away in October of 2021. This section of 57th Street here off First Avenue is named after him, and the restaurant here had been run by two of his daughters since then. But for now, you can see there's a lot of people here gathered behind me. Tomorrow night is the final night. They will be reopening at 3 p.m. tomorrow for that final farewell. We are live here in Sutton Place. Eileen LaPalmer, Pix 11 News.